Yeah, Baba. Yeah, Baba. It's neat.
Dawa na baga bata na Akuffo do
Gana dawa na baga bata na Akuffo do
Gana dawa Kofe dawa na baga bata na Akuffo do le no
Gana dawa na baga bata na Akuffo do
Ebeni kuma bakwa Ebeni kuma bakwa Ni ebena do da kwa meba Ni ebena do da kwa meba Gana dawa Ni jeje bate si ne gba me fa Ni jeje bate si ne gba me fa Baby la we ba ni e ba fe la we ba ni e ba e fe ko Gana dawa na baga bata na Akuffo do Gana dawa na baga bata na Akuffo do dawa na baga bata na Akuffo do Gana dawa na baga bata na Akuffo do dawa na baga bata na Akuffo do Ebeni kuma bakwa Gana wa eto Beni kuma bakwa Gana wa eto Ebena do da kwa meba Gana eto Ebena do da kwa meba Gana eto Ni jeje bate si ne gba me fe Ni jeje bate si ne gba me fe Baby la we ba ni e ba e fe ko Baby la we ba ni e ba e fe ko Gana eto na baga bata na Akuffo do
Hello, temo femo yote oyi wala don wa dienche ake wenenwe wo febe eko ni wo ba na sande gba fi o mi pebo kemba ni fe mo ne oyi wala don ti ni tete TV jino ni okwo ne o fine ye shiba me bomode ko ni o like show ehami ke o like no na dienche mi na ngene mo ko kemi ake wonyemi ko kemi ake BP ka like ye ana ka gbe yemi na ye nje incorrect na kan ye video say komano ma bomode ake going forward every video ma Facebook ake koni call like ye obana shimi npa bo fai no gbele video ne no bomode no like agbene bomode ni oja kian o contact self o WhatsApp contact say ona bonin john o social media platform say obanyo post link e ye me koni me abani ameba filter wo yi ekomeko hashtag I speak gan hashtag I speak dangbe all across the social media platforms nke kokemoko na sanegba ko ye me bomode ni okewo je me koni mo anake olile ni OUF mini engo ona wa de nche agbene nwe ye ni femu na ye tomo be ni nko obo e nuchumo obenyele nkenye no ni chuo ne wokejo ye dwemo ko ni osmo ni ochon yibo ni ona ye wemu mfoni na ni okwo ne obanye okamaje mi ye me no ni blofo chole voice note ye WhatsApp obanye oke send mi ye me ke osmo ni o type o comment enwe o find any akejomo chomo wo ye wemu mfoni na ehihie obanye ni okawo jeme ami jeme unke okawo jeme ini ne ba hye no inkan yo no fe no ni akewo jeme so me no le noko oba fe politics CJ politics Ghana no ya ye wo oba fe no ni wo fio ni o find me kpabo fai keji ekole o fita weku nei ni bue osumo politics min kpabo fai ole ta flache pi o fa ne kekemi wo meni wo yin echele owo bona keji woke wo ewo ni chumo alone ni a selector wo yin enye lo ta flache bului ba select wo yin enye lo hawo ni ka bului select wo yin enye lo hawo komo ake wo ma te ba ya lete wo ma e ya lojo ba so me I don't subscribe to the idea waka fe politics dabi because you no fe mo me politics e bole wo ya efe wo shikuji na adwo ake gandan be politics both political parties say fe amejuo wo si party ko me ko ye ni ameka me ba ma amejuo wo fe mo ona nyi se nke ebo ake party e ko me eleke ba efu owa ni party e ko me eleke ba oni ni e ba fo fe ni efe mi ni e chafo ona boni chon ne wasani wo fe politics ona so mi gbagbo fai wa keji kolega wo fe politics ke channel ne no egba ona o fai ne kan na egba na tomo be ni yo now ke obafita wa ye check we me ni make wo je che you mo me I belong to the center left. So more than likely, most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, ideology politically, align with parties near center left. Nor me. Align most of the time with NDC. Kenya UK, ma fonshiki Labour. My name in your infonshiki Democrats. Na kanji me ideology. Ekolebo, you belong to the center right. Call your UK, you will go with the Conservatives. Or your Ghana, or Fonshiki MPP. Call your B or Republicans. I mean, what to many you are done, what fair 1 year, 1 year come. So, be come, call a match on Jemoko, be any politically, or can make magbe, then you are welcome. Or I not disagree with me, ya bulena, no ni pen tolerate, you know about type, you know about type, bulu, kwashianu, ele ma block you. Ona bonichon, alo me come po shishipona, mo me ba jebueko. Ona ka obi inyeminu abigi MPP nyuni shida na we ya back and forth respectfully ona bonicho kem fe no gwa bigi back ni tete gbenele o analysis eja akla na kan be won ya no e ke ba ka mi kanemwene kwamwene na kan ona so ke o support MPP channel na egbo no mi ken yue no ko ni o ke mi pa agbe politically you have every right ni oba express or dissent ona albeit respectfully ona boninchon so problem ko be but I do not subscribe to the fact that actually what you gadang be sande mpe ni work politics aka fita me na metala ro me juwa no fe no so sande what you ona so mene wo ba you politics ni Agyapadeɛ book no nuwe amwe mene ngo keba ekola onu ye blofo mi o so onu etwi mi mene o ba futu blofo ke gan ona boninchon ko ni wonye me komeni taflache tuye gbe amojogba blofo ele boli wo fen wonu blofo si tuye je wo te amofen mo ni tuye gbe omi ehan wo ona boninchon ko ni wo kwa ke wo ba nye wo gba ne kesan wo lo ne esan ye gamin lo ona ko ni wonu shugba ni oba na keshi ajegba ye wa wi me ko me plan na me tashi na me fia me yake ame ba patanga na yin ni tamobeni nkebu look initially wolo na eje ko eche me pie kemi ake infe ye gami ima Roberta ye UK ni ami keme amechi mi ahun ni tete ne ko na sanofe channel no she for some reason nibi come ball in feel like nibi come more important than in she ken tashini nkwe nibi e komenete no kan nibi komeni your document me oba na ke no je gossip ni be fe be ni MPP bi e ba ke ne gossip ni je gossip ni ke wote wolo emi oba na ke lele nibi na yu emi afe ni aya no na afe e komei olo ora boni nchon aya no na afe mi ni e komei olo ona nwewo esani wona le woloko kekwe because ke wo emi botemo oba na kelele afe ni bi no le mwene tumo forward ona forward ni ikande ni a trigger no ko ye inchomi ni nkebo akona wo magin Akyem na me dwan shon ni ken kande forward ahabo oba na no ni nko obo ake wo magin Akyem me dwan shon na me question ni ona boni nchon so oba temi shole before ni wo ba je shishi masumoni o fine ona video no ona ye wiemomfoni ne no bolenche komo hia no na ye fel wa de enche wanyemi ekome Just City welcomes you obana ke Just City It is 30 minutes away from Kotoka International Airport. 30 minutes tema community 26. Just city amefe kauta no ya vacation ye Ghana call we be. I'm telling you, she know na fell wadienche. Look, for 10 days, I mean 2 packages. Package 1 for 10 days, 2,500 for 10 days. Call we be ababo shiano na akababo noji package 1 akababo lebi ni yeli kebeke ni yeli yemi. Now throughout the day, come any abaya Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, Accra Arts Center, Labadi Beach, Royal Century Resort, Bridgeview Resort, Aqua Safari, Extra, Peduasi Valley, Peduasi Valley Resort, pool party, ye Just City, no abafe pool party, send off party, Kenya Nyebaya send off party, Just City, Akosombo Dam, Dodi Island, Extra, Ebri Gardens, Ebri Waterfalls, Safari Valley Resort. So bolenche ko kwe ke shiane on aboni chono ko e wombi nyete mini for 10 days on a package 1, package 2 and ameyele for 7 days per room. Once again per room, we'll find package 1 for 10 days per room. Ke package 2 and for 7 days per room. Package 1 2,500 for 10 days. Package 2 1,800 for 7 days. Ni bolenche ke okwe ni bi any aya oni de ba hye no kaji o join no ba na ke e ba fe fine wa de nche o fine o ba nyo contact wonyemi nu number 610 ke USB number 610-636-4712 610-636-4712 ke o ye Ghana we am a Ghana number aloko e bia wono sumo no deal with the Ghana number we +233-245-312-679 233-245-312-679. Ona boninchon allo obanyo contact le Charles Lamte 29 Charles Lamte 29 at gmail.com. Allo obanyo ya am a website charleslamtegroup.com. charleslamtegroup.com. Keji o contact ame ejeme obana more information wa de chenke bwake ni fe mo ne wokenchi gandangbe se so mie bole mo fe mo ni gandangbe fo mo bi dile ke fe no gwe mapiale ona boni nchon so nya wo boti ami ejapa wo ye bepi ejapa bu ke to mo beni nke bwe keji obote mi ni okwe bodie nche obana keshi government ne ajegbe atashi na planning ajegbe atasi na femini ni a plani atasi na plani yake aba ni aba jugana ni Ghana ni bi ni Ghana yo fe aba lo ni ka lo nweje ni ashiye she afesu ake aba na e wale koni for the next 100 years ni baba still aba control ne ke wale ne aba control no fe no ba bio yake ani ne ke wekune ni amefia me yaka me ba fe ne ke no gwe Ghana amepe ji wekuni yo Ghana lo amepeji wekuni yo Ghana lo no Ghana bi nwewani ikpa inke bokpa gbe keji ofita wekuno e no ka ke waka fe politics because keji wo ye wekuko ni ame use ame political power na amena ona boni nchon ame use ame political power ni amena ni American jugana ni bi na American logana ni bi na ame yitonji ake ame ba koe wale ni yo Ghana fe ake for the next 1500 years ame ba control no fe no ye Ghana ko kem ya ka waka fe politics enke bo pangbe sanu wa fe politics simon sanu wa fe le ya no kwale mi no wa fe le jale mi ona boni nchon ni wolone ke okanie oba nu shishi no ni ewo ni Ghana efe boni efio ni Akuffo Addo ke Akyem Mafia bi amen juno fe no yi patan eja ke wolone ni wonna wole ake ame shina me bata ame tashi na me ba fe no ko ka wa Ghana yi shi ame tashi ame batano ni abaju Ghana na fite Ghana no fe no abaju Ghana na fite no Ghana no fe no ona boni nchon so oni waje shishi real quick kwamo forward there jino ni makande maabu ni waje shin and that tells you obanu nshi no ani shishi game wi ake wo magina cheme amebe foresight kwamo forward they get to our future made up of the present and the unborn for whom this will of a nation is being prepared to our foremost king, Oforipenyin, the progenesis spread across this world for whom and to whom alone this document is prepared. So come on, eh? Attaching our planning and was get to our future made up of the present. So adwen bi ane pay, adwen bi ane, secure bi ane, she adwen was who and the unborn being a foko. I'm a fan, I'm a geneke, neke wekune mi, I'm a fan, adwen, for whom this will of a nation is being prepared. So be now foko, I'm a fan, adwen me. To our foremost king, Oforipenyin, the progenesis spread across this world for whom and to whom alone this sacred document is prepared. Come on. As the heirs of Nana Epienim Kwaframa, Nana Kuntunkunu Kun, and Oforipenyin, our people were never defeated in the wars of old. We were nobody's subjects. And yet, after 1957, we were made to live in the shadows of the descendants of people who never defeated us in war, while the Ashanti kingdom was uplifted to put us in the shade. In relatively recent times, the struggles and works of J.B. Dankwa to restore Akyem to its original glory were thwarted. But he fought bravely to the end. Come on, be very, very important. Again, come on. We can liken our story as Gandangbe to this particular paragraph. Come on. Okay? As the heirs of Nana Epienim Kwaframa, Nana Kuntunkunukun, and Oforipenyin, our people were never defeated in the wars of old. We were nobody's subject, and yet after 1957, we were made to live in the shadows of the descendants of people. So come on, can we not say the same thing? Ake Gandangbe be. Ake come on, wanuchu we ni wachu ni wakawa ni atwagana fe mene nawo. Mene come on, look, Ghana no na war kandang me form be war ema wa chichi no war ka wa konjia no war waka wa konji wo Ghana shishi na ejibo na eji femu there is no other tribe now me contribution towards Ghana e ba she wo no war kandang me bi no war bi amin ni ayabana independence ke biami na independence se mi fe ke o ta lawyer fo ipana Ghana me fo bi jiame doctor fo ipana Ghana me fo bi jiame engineers pana Ghana me fo bi jiame trolloy Ghana me I mean every single profession you can think of many oyin Ghana me fo bi jiame shin mene kwa wo mo mene fe mini kwa mo ni no ni ko bu aka wo hie nyelo amebo wa blo ni taflache amekwenshon ni komo me kome na ake ya mesusumu na nka ake no na me yu anokwale ya mesusumu na me na ake ashishi ame no ewo komo ame plan na me fe gbeno na me ba tun ni bi na me feel ake sani esha me de ba sha me de je na esha me de unpe unwe shi ke sha me de atan boni ame ba fe nina kay wale e ba yin amedia unke anano ke ame bi bi na fokopo onu ni kan the first paragraph onu emi ni any strike me ni bi yake no wo magia cheme ame ye neke dwemu wo magia cheme ka me tashi ame susu oneke ni bi komai wo magia cheme ka me sune wo ame la neke lamoi. This is a dream of a people. Onu mishishi angone aninka no ajesia bo ba botemi shi ene strike me bi amini nkan ne ke forward ne nke kwe now ika ke wo magian chema ma ya ju na me trojo me no na me plan jo ke ju ke ojo tra ke kutumpo ka male ke chobofo ke ni bi basabasa na me fia me ya ka me ba fe Ghana shi woma jiacheme ani ame tashi na me ame ba kodwe mo papa na me ka me yake kwe afi besa ne ganangme mama papa na asane bue neke mama papa eyiwo no ani neke mama papa elaje wo ani te wo ba fete ni wo ba kwani wo ba sasa ni bi boni afe ni wo bule ke wo na asane meke awo akagandangbe bi ni wo ke wale wo de me wo tole wo yin la cha wo ke fogana ke machine koni na ke ni bi woni ni ahye no na ka anu nyame nu chuchuko wo yo ne amonto ne laje wo te wo ba fete ake gandangbe magia cheme gandangbe lumu gandangbe hiye nyeloi boni afeni na ka nokwe woni ni anya hye no wekoko amemplani kaya me you know be komeni ame fokopo. Now once again I'm saying it ikaka wo magia chema amaju tumobeni mene mejuo ikaka wo magia chema lo wo lume ama chojo tumobeni mene me chojo ikaka wo magia chema ame fe ni fon ame fo Ghana chobo tamoboni mene me fe ya ka mba fo Ghana chobo je na ka shimi bia ka wo magia chema. Where is the plan? Where is the well detailed thought out plan for our present, our future, and the generations unborn? To mo beni mene me ame tashi na ame planning no ken tabia ni nkeba ga o majanche me ame mbawa ablo ona ga male ame temo koklo abe na kan dwemo. I am telling you awo shiponjie so ka je lebi ka tagbeke no ame temo koklo abe dwemo ame bedwemo na ka fi on kinoko. That is what I'm trying to say. Nka bulu iji ame ta flache, don't get me wrong. I'm saying ake dwemo na ke fie na ekwe ametemo ko tashi na me ba kona kan dwemo eko. Sika me tashi na me kona kan dwemo na kan kutumpo ka male ne blame ni dane a create confusion na ke he no abakpa na ba fe kome ni won ake gedang me famo biye wo ba draw a plan, a blueprint ni wo ba fe bonafe you know be konklo me poni wo fokwa me ka me ba nin papa ye ha me onim shishi now kwamo ene amacha wolu no maabo wo ba gbla mi odugba forward ne le yani na ke ko elele wo ma jeche ma bebo ablo kwamo agbene kwamo eje shishi e kwamo eka with the arrival of Nana Akuffo Addo, we see the rebirth of a second JB Dankwa who has come to the rescue. So on a plan there. On a plan there. So come na me ka me we bi ewo. Achi amonto na me na president. Ganangbe, what is our plan? To make sure in the next 20 years 20, 30, 40 years wa ba bo we mori wo ba na president ganangbe. Inke wababo te wolu emishi inke forward ne ni nkane yani na ke kwe lele wo magia cheme wo yin yelo inka blobolo eji ame ona at time ni Akuffo Addo shependa na ye at time na plan ya na push ya ame na president ganangme magia cheme ke lumwe. Where is our plan? Where is our plan to make sure ganangme famo bi na lewolo mi na te school na banya bumang? Where is our plan to make sure we have our own people in the high echelons of our nation? Where is the plan? Ahon shikpo no so na kpata wa faye ka wa kole no so. Fully cognizant that we are currently part of the modern nation of Ghana, the name of which was originally proposed by the illustrious son of Oforipenyin of Akyem, JB Dankwa Amegele proposed, and aware that it is currently made up of other diverse peoples, we have to assert our old selves and ensure that we no longer continue to live in the shadows of other kings and people whose forebears were defeated in wars. Ganangbi, where is our plan? Maja cheme nyena nyembotwe ganangme lumo inga nyembotwe ganangme lumo nyembotwe. Come on. In spite of our tremendous contribution to the Ghana entity, Akyem has not been credited with appropriate awe and grandeur that we rightly deserve in recent times. And Gandangbe, what can we say the same? Can we say the same? In spite of our tremendous contribution to this Ghana entity, Minkabwake, elect tribe you kokla ne Ghana tra fe Gandangbe. Elect tribe you kokla. I don't know. Both in blood, treasure, and tears. Both in blood, treasure, and tears. There is no single tribe that contribute to the development of the country we have, Ghana, than Gandangbe. So can we not say the same? With everything that we've contributed to the nation building of Ghana, none is rightly ours. Allow what none would deserve or when in the shakonolo. They are not thinking. I'm a question. No family. Currently, with Nana in total control of the whole entity of Ghana, we have a duty to ensure that we take over the commanding heights of the essential fabric of the country, in order that even in the event that Nana leaves the scene after the mandatory 8 years, the sons and daughters of Akyem would be firmly secured and such control, both financially and economically, that we can no longer be ignored in the battle to control the destiny of Ghana. Okay, our position ni bi bonia fepo kebe she na Akuffo Addo ye president podi enche. Ame big, ame not be still, ame ba control Ghana financially, economically. These are people thinking. Ona lumena drain. Ganangme lumo ganangme majiacheme benyena dwemoni ntuni ne dwemo ne tuni once again nka kanya achojo ika kanya aju ika kanya for Ghana chobo tamoboni mene mefio she a trouble people who are sitting down and thinking about how best na me ba bwa amemambi na me ba bwa amemwambi forward mi wanyolwe me forward there ni kan dey akeka nan be no ni na ejamene na yani na ke lele je ni ko ba tabia ni wo bolo aka wo majanche ma blow bolo ya ba blow bolo keke anu sisi come on. In doing this, we need to be strategic. We would have to work with other people from some of the diverse ethnic groups, including some carefully selected people in Ashanti and other diverse ethnicities or lands. This would make them believe that they also have a hand in the pie. Bona. So our planning, Benona, I use to other ethnicities, I use to other tribes. Na ke achieve neke ebine nke adwen dwemo chuni ana wa papa iwe ega forget more about knowledge. Wisdom is wisdoming. Bete ne ball na gajibe na you ole Ghana. Wisdom is wisdoming. Wisdom, it is wisdoming. Manyang mayani ne nyonsemi. Wisdom is wisdoming. Ni tela jen keke. Mene atwa mene se mene agbla mene tetese we manche moni se yo manche e ba no nupai ta flacha na me bedroom onupai gboyin. Manchester Engineer what go na cry or baba director ke ayafi no boyan na ayafi awo ni waka fite ni sisa ke ni bi baba jema wajin ke ni ba click se so boy one na ayafi atan wa ba revisit ko I have more stuff for you Manchester Engineer in I have more stuff for you wa ba revisit ko. Next week I you more. Allow the week after. Well back way. Man ye kole post and what try come before you more. It would obscure any suspicion that the project is essentially an foreign paying project. So I na ba chinye no kana poake manche ame manche foreign paying le project afio. This point is crucial because with electoral politics, we have to have our eyes on the numbers in the electoral process. We cannot be blatant until we are completely secure in the endeavor. It is especially so because so far, the Asantes constitute the single most populous ethnic group in the country. Bona, Achimbi, Amega Shante me, Ame Konofeno. Na me naka Shante me, Ame Ifa Femo. No na Shante me Ifa Femo. Te oba fete. No wa sideline ame. Wa Ifa fi ame. He te oba fete. Ake wa Ifa le ne sha ame Ifa le podi enche. Oba ne wa control ni binke. Wisdom is wisdoming. Wisdom. It is wisdoming. Ne tera jeme. Nke akro trok benjo anye. Benye on shikponji nye. Benye ken chake lo le bulu jinkome. I drink. The way na ba secure. Hey. Kia biane. Ke you no konkro meni baba na afokwa me po. I drink. Te ame kuma nyenye jame tumobeni yuwa na ochine miela ma yuwe na kanson ka fe akọ 1000 ke 2000 numo bosu eni yo no so ba yota comment but we although the Asante group within the NPP is gearing itself to take over the party after the next turn in 2024, it would be ideal if we could work to bypass them in 2024. Mlebu atoe ike buake ene meko kwe no na ke plan na execute pepepe komo no neke. Although the Asante group within the current MPP is gearing itself to take over the party after the next turn in 2024, it would be ideal if we could work to bypass them in 2024. But critical. With hard work, we could work to pass the mantle over to a non-Akan. Namoli ame biane. Mahmudu Baumia image. Botwe ewoluemi. Botwe obanke kabule woloko keke nimoko kebwake atashi na plan botwe. Come on. We could work to pass the mantle over to a non-Akan person, preferably from the north. Preferably from where? The north. Imagine Dr. Baumiaje. I execute to plan. I plan it. Gandang me majiache me benyena. I'm planning. I'm execute. And get up planning. Preferably from the north, and whose presidency we could secure the maturity of our takeover project. But then what tabi no kaka Dr. Bamia usule. No me wolone wakane koi. She know on a plan. We have to pass over the mantle to a non-Akan. Abayu Kennedy Sane obana nko obana. No na fionke a plan ya tashina I execute le pepe. Once again, let me repeat it. Ika kanya ya ju tumobeni mene me juwe. Ika kanya ya chojo tumobeni mene me chojo. Ika kanya ya fochobo tumobeni mene me. Ike nyu, what is the blueprint for Gadangbe? North, I can preferably somebody from the north. I'm a first one in Dr. Baumia from the north. Labour lead the party. When we have finally captured the command and control sectors of the country for our private use, for their private use, private use, we will then be in a better position to wield the necessary political and economic muscle to manage the destiny of this country under the reign of the House of Oforipenyi. Baona. So asserting be emotion. I mean, come on. Wababotemi. Could have take what 2 or many part 1 or I part 2 and possibly can you work being or I part 3. 38 pages. No bana ni clock ni be ni ya no Ghana. Can no ni MPP Akuffo Addo government in a fear. Jemo ko ba kebwake no ni yo wolu emi anu kwale pepe. Je no ko ni mo ko tashi na draw. This is not fiction. It is reality. Come on. To be specific, we need to strengthen our efforts to control the mineral resources. Mineral resources, as well as the electricity and water institutions. Bena galamsey ameson kwe ona mama ne kama ge koto ochima galamsey capital. No, ona get down work up like galamsey no na cha Flagstaff house say ton acha ye ona a loshika na ke secure future for their private use. Abigi we be amamene we be abigi amamene. You don't subscribe to Negenoko. I know. I subscribe to Negenoko. But abigi wolone kometo ni bi ni yo me ka kan go fine bomode no aloka e febo boy babie every night ni ma fe part self ni bode nchokwe no kwake no nete no I execute le ko pepe lo if for nothing at all afi na emene ma sane abigi sa no fun shik against am. I'm telling you. Come on. The success of the ayuaka about takeover electricity. Your PDS scandal. The success of this project depends on the way in which we, for the time being, control the judiciary. Akuffo select Supreme Court justice 15. 20. So this is a well-crafted, thought-out plan. Now I execute to the letter. And the press, benyena. Obabiake Ghana be a journalist in your Ghana. Ni mama teno if you make na me family laje. She asuma ayesena control me. Nka ba check me agbe obana. E come no trust to me. Nika me yo me they respectful journalists. I mean, they are well educated, they are smart. They obana nkobana abacha me be obana. Kashika you obanu your to me. No, bolencha ona. A fenu ninke ame execute plan to the letter. Akuffo kometo eke judges e come 15 e was Supreme Court e nominate 5 more. E ba fe 20. I mean kono fenu. That is the plan. We conclude with a word of caution. Until we have secured the critical sectors under our control, we should minimize the danger of obvious acts of individual corruption. Because in order not to alienate the rest of the population, and I still know this is not going to stop them from executing the plan. They will continue to do it. We must focus on the ultimate goal. We must seek first the economic and financial levers, and all others will follow eventually. So, bona plane. Signed, Oforiata, Walom Oforiata, Amete Moniji. Shimoni ma forward, ne sign your Oforiata, and the Ken Oforiata, former finance minister, Lema. Bianena Fele, special financial advisor to the president on international affairs. Legimone Mandeke Wolone. I execute, and the plan is to take Ghana, control everything, the economic and financial levers of our country. The plan is to control it. Now, by no feno for their private use. Bonia fe. Ni ame bi na fuck wa me po. These are a people thinking. Wisdom is wisdom. Forget about knowledge. Watch it. What do you need to last video you can forget about knowledge. You can go get a school no charm and import. Money or dremo leonium lang. I can drum tuning. So forward in Kanyabwe. No any naka kwe wa majancha member wablo. Where is the blueprint? Ni komo ene me kebwa look asante mama me yeko Akyem bia no na ejekpo. I'm telling you, the Ashantis, Amome Yaneko, Ashanti me, they also have the blueprint called Kwanoni Yanogana. Amome follow to the letter. Akyem ano ni Amea Bani Nejepo. Shimi Kebu Akakote Menshia, Obana Neke Wolone Kuegeme. Ame they have their plan. Gadang me wanoyo. Forward ne, Jame Jenin Tower in Ketchon. Ganangme, Ingme wanoyo, Ningbe wanoyo. Akyem ano Ejepo, mi Kebu Akashante me Amome Yeko. Amome ya me blueprint. Now me execute to the letter. Watch them. Come on the way now me fear me nibi. They are executing it to the letter. Gadang me lumoy, Ingme no yo. Nye honshi konjinye keke. Ateshina honshi konjinye. Na ke nye ye bibi ase. Nye te ame kome na ke nibi nye fio. Nye biya tu penfoy. Nye na biya tu penfoy. Beke bi ye bibi. Nye ke shika wane. Na me ke a university. Na me ka kase business. Nye set ame business se hame. Nye ba cha me dan. Mwana nye fe mobo. Ekome. Nye lumo ni nye fio na ke nye mwana nye mobo. Forward there, no can abue. I drink. A group of people thinking on how to secure the future for the unborn generation. Wo feel ko any wo yo hole basa left, right, and center. I drink. Ganang malumoy. Inke I drink. Once again, before my next chapter, inka kenye aju. Nka kanya chojo. Nka kanya fochobo. Nka kanya fenifon. Nka the limited resources ni wayo. Nye tashi ni nye dwan, nye planner. Create the blueprint. Kenye liaka afio na kengmene nye na. Akyem ame ani nye na. Aka afio na kan. Ganang melumoy. Nka kenye liaka afio na kan. Mena Akyem ame ani nye na. Aka afio na kan. No nye tiashi. Netiasi, nyewo. Netiasi. Nimi kebo ake nka Ashanti me amo me yeko. Kani mokola kabo. Economic and financial sector control. Introduction. Come on. Next one what can you? What way? Again, come on. The economy and financial systems constitute the nerves of every country. True. Indeed, political power and economic control are inextricably linked in such a way that any group that controls economic might of a nation essentially controls its political power. At the same time, political power is virtually a condition precedent to economic and financial power in our country and Africa as a whole. Our agenda for political dominance would hinge on our financial might. We therefore need overwhelming control of the key economic growth pillars of Ghana. Such dominance would assure significant inflow of resources to finance our political blueprint. Again, control of key economic and financial sectors would give unparalleled leverage in the periods we may not have direct political authority. So come on, ako ewale ake biameni ame be government podi enche still ame ba control no ni ya no ye mami. Ona bonincho so afeni to the extent that biameni MPP ta no podi enche obana ke NDC ba ta no shimo abakpata no fe no ye aba fite no fe no they have they actually spelled it out in kaya wolu emi amejwe onum sisi akaka me bepa wade enche still am me ba control no fe no ni ya no e Ghana na kan ko boe afeni to the extent that keji ame bepa wapo ame ba control no fe no ba na ke NDC ta no CPP ta no sha me nya me fe no ko e ja ka me be wale financially ame be control ame be no ko me no tu mo bank se ka ni bi fa me control. With economic power, we could manipulate the system to generate an unfavorable economic situation enough to make any government of the day not directly under our control to become unpopular. I'm going to control all the levers of the economy. So about feni ni ke NDC tanopwe about part economy and back part meneme ona jomona adwen ba ona na ka ba fiteni akeke MPP be power ni NDC be etano because I'm a control all the sectors, all the various sectors of the economy. I'm a back part no fe no ye ake obana ke government o government fe e government alo manye na ke o government fe e government so mama batano e ba government fe e government CPP baba and ba government fe e government because all the various sectors of the economy of the nation Akyem be am ba control mene me kanye fon shiki ya me ko Ghana bi e ba tonye fe mene tonye bi ane. I'm telling you plan ejepo keba no koma lakabo plan ejepo ni nkeba keke okwe nke I execute to the letter wa ba bote mi fe no bana nke mene part 1 ni onum sisi I execute to the letter. Come on. The importance of the significantly large and stable financial firepower to finance the execution of our political and economic control project cannot be overemphasized. It cannot be overemphasized. Now, phase 2 overview. Come on. I mean, the first phase of the economic and financial sector control was to be implemented in the next first term of office. So I'm gonna trouble plan A, but to as we get closer to the end of the first term, we have set the ball rolling regarding the objectives set out in our first document. There have been difficulties, largely due to some pitfalls on our part. For example, the control of the electricity sector. PDS. Kevin Taylor expose at the time. Gabi Ochiraku. Nah, planning. Oh, and so you're not going down. You're not gonna. You can't do anything about it. Is that all you can do? Gabi. Kevin Taylor expose at PDS. Is that all you can do? You don't think you can calm down a little bit? What would you? What way? For example, the control of the electricity sector could have been handled better had it not been for the greed of some of the non-Akyem elite we had included as cover. Bona. So PDS many J Akyem be a pollen chakame womi and as cover a kona kanake no na me fione ni ame ikon ewo ni egbeshi na kenji no document na ekobwe. The control of the electricity sector could have been handled better had it not been for the greed of some of the non-Akyem elite. Akyem elite we had included as cover. Again, the way some CSOs obtain vital information easily about the Agyapa project has resulted in them wrong-footing us. Benyekaya Agyapa royalty say, Bona, Agyapa royalty say, but we Agyapa ubanu oduba buenatri. And emboldened the opposition to jump into the fray. We should, however, find some ingenious ways to overcome the opposition. And make hey, adrenolo, planyolo, the way in the kenokone, what all a hiccup fiona menane, and back jump over that hiccup. What would you buy? Changes in the leaderships of most supervisory institutions, particularly the central bank. The central owner usually central bank, Bank of Ghana governor, overlap. Bona, so usually a follow. I am a contract, but we. I'm a contract. I'm a contractor. I feel sure I establish a check. Well, I established Bank of Ghana way before them. But I think I get from 1992 and I can boni I feel it. I feel sure I can a overlap between time ni a vote or a president. Bona boninchon. So president ko batano 2024 like 2024 ni maama year shukwe JMPP bi ani chakele shukwe bona shukwe Akuffo Addo sane womoko 2022 bona I am a contract for 4 years bona no 2024 ke maama yele nche shukwe nye chakele because more 2 years na ba serve under a contract MPP bi ba na mba chakele because of making plan no amontone 2020 na me chake na kan ni e kaje be na fele kaje che amontone monitor no ne 4 years e ba gbo with ame 2024 elections ne ka egbo ona ni because of ne ke plan ne wo ona ka no me wo fe wo no sisi no na chake she plan ne any one no na me fele na ka boni afe ni amenye na me execute no na me ta wo na me fe with the financial sector. Like a explanation, it make a lot of sense. But for example, the financial sector cleanup successfully eliminated most banks with hostile ownerships. Beona, abigi last any in fair Dr. Indum Sanier. Okay, I can report and I release she Jane friend and to some extent I agree with what you said. Jay Dane ni ke bank iko default Sani awe shishi. I get that part. But come on. Wolene kebo ake all this was engineered because some of the bank owners say they were seen as hostile to an agenda. Abigi, beona. They were seen as being hostile to this very agenda. So as I eliminate me. Ni abigi. And I read a portion of the report. To be honest with you, I did not read the entire report. See, in Kanobang Mafa, ni what this practical example ne? All they needed was 5 billion. Now I'm quite sure I'm a bank say up. Now I'm flow to Dubai. So Keji Oyusu na can 5 billion allo 5 million. Ni ote actually 5 billion Ghana cedis. No te ni ofite 25 billion kokwe jomoyemi. With 5 billion, these banks would have been saved. Many close to 10,000 of them, they will still have their jobs. Obeli Bank say out. I'm telling you, Obeli Bank say out. But you ended up spending 25 billion. All it would have taken was 5 billion to build these banks up. Over 10,000 Ghanaians still have a menuchumo. Abigi. So onake, regardless of what the report said, there was a sinister agenda which has been clearly stated in the document. As soon as you know, a collapse like a bank say. A collapse like a bank say because they were seen as hostile to Nonata Wanafe. Dr. Park Singdo, Beach Bank, UT Bank. Capital Bank amedwa because lele atufo siene echuni ejeme lele wona wole ake eyeshika awole mo ageba pay enye pay kote ge ya na ya homi. So I get that. So Capital Bank I get it. But the other bank say nima ayeko Chicago yehiko na akpata konoko here. Loans na can make default, including the federal government. Federal government commit to a nye pakwesi indum no more 7 billion. 7 billion. Abigi, no, it didn't make sense. Onye one bank commit on no 7 billion. Onye UT bank onye menyomo. No ka feel like I made default no ni as no close ame. Amenyomo na menye pay mo ame. But you didn't pay them. Because they were seen as hostile to the agenda to capture the whole country. They were seen as hostile. They were seen as hostile. So, Charlie, come on. This will make more sense. Abigi, financial sector, no, come on here. Data Bank Financial Services has been playing the role of transaction advisor in major government deals, while the enterprise group is the main insurer of government assets. Data Bank, no. Overiata, Abigi, boy, like a Data Bank of Oriata, no. Enterprise insurance, boy, like of Oriata, Leonomi. Abigi, boy, like a Data Bank, enterprise insurance group, Overiata, no. Nwa afe nishika eya Akyem bie amepe nke adwen na atashi na planning no African banks na fe koni no kono kokura aka chonje me ni fe cho ama Akyem ame bank ka am insurance company bona no me ni me ame ba na me ba ju na me ba gbe na me ba fite ame ba na me ba sa Ghana. I'm a banner, I'm a Ghana no ya. I'm a yito commitona make a baji. I'm a back patano fe no ye Ghana. Our international proxies are also playing their parts in accordance with our broad objectives. The insertion of Kelny GVG, communication sector, into the telecommunication space and implementation of Unipass at Ghana's key entry ports are other notable success of phase 1. So in name if any company say amame yo say no shikani ba mi efe bote ame kotoku ami nke ajegana ajele nyafu afogali afogana to mogari nefu na ajele potok beneme afogana to mogari nefu na ajele potok bana. So all these companies no bana no ejekpo no ake contract ko amene no ame holose ame so ni ame holose MPPB ni nka ame so Akyem mafia ne Akuffo Addo kai wekume ama ame holose bobi atweko. The digitization of payment processes through the implementation of the Ghana Quick Response Codes is progressing steadily and is getting impetus from a desire of banks to entrench digital banking in response to COVID-19. But the Ejapa Royalty Special Purpose Vehicle implementation has been slowed by COVID-19, but it is one that must not be allowed to fail. Well, Ejapa fail more because it's gonna be what you say. Beona. So amame yo say Agyapadeɛ royalty say nyemeni nyele no je Agyapadeɛ royalty say what gold ka woni bi ni wo chafe bona Akuffo Addo me na me ani wo le akelele amame yo say wolo ne ani wona amete ni ameka ya afa shika biane kona ye shika biane so ka akanjini ne te true na ka shika ha me nko. For the next couple of decades, God can wani bi ni ba wo ba ho fe shika eko ba Ghana yi. Noji Agyapadeɛ royalty say in the simplest form. God de ana ke bi aneke wo cha wo ya ho eke wo na shika ke wo na shika eke wo ke ba Ghana eke no ni wo ko ba fe wo ke fe. Ame bona tu mo bonencho onyo shikpon no ka call loan. No ake shika ma bo bi aneke ko ye. No oshpon kan ja me shi jo no. Na kanje Agyapadeɛ royalty stay ni no mi ame fio what God what mineral resources ni what cha expo fe ameke fe ya for afi baba oh na me shika bi ane fe na me ni amame yo say ame no na ma fe company Agyapadeɛ royalty say ama register la your country conclu Cayman Islands ni jeme acho bo money company ni oforiata gabiotri da aku Akuffo Addo ameno na magbele company ya Cayman Islands jo le engineer ama magbele company ya jeme no shika na ba fa ameno yi fe ba ya me kotoku ani no for the next couple of decades say God ni wo ba cha fe shika e ba Ghana yi because akin ame bi ani e ba Ghana agba wo na kan nyomo mi ru ale na kan nyomo ameno ni jemo komoko e ameno na ama form company ameno wolo eni wana ameno ama lo me ko me ka pe amega me in front e ha me me name kwa ye wanyumo. Notable setbacks occurred in the power sector as civil society and the opposition NDC were able to galvanize enough public opinion against the renegotiated Ameri deal. Benyana. Ameri deal benyana. Eke se mi Akuffo adon care wa keshi touch me je gbe oh adanyo ne oh adanyo na wole minister for energy Boachi Ejaku Akuffo adon ke Boachi Ejaku malele Boachi Ejaku lakale $80 million so ameken me no na to $80 million Ameri deal no gonna sign na make president mama e bogana nyomo amena me renegotiate ameke $80 million so me no Ameri deal se mi Akuffo adon ke le shi Boachi Ejaku e lakale ni na fefe ye cabinet ni e Boachi Ejaku lakabo $80 million JCS osne na gbele mi keme na nanku come on nyeke John mama Ameri deal ne ke ba ebo ablo it cause financial loss to the state te fe ten in renegotiator ne cost of $80 million more don't come here and tell me ake abigi kaba kemi ake I restructure the whole contract no one no mi no na me for mi mo mi no na ejepo na aka no na me fi ojuwa me juo na me for mi mo na me for mi mo benyana kwamo biye notable setbacks occurred in the power sector as civil society and the opposition NDC were able to galvanize enough public opinion against the renegotiated Ameri deal and the power distribution services PDS. Name face takeover of the electricity company of Ghana. The takeover of Kotoka International Airport by use of management agreement is also one that is facing considerable headwinds from the workers. The lessons learned from these must guide our execution of phase 2 of the economic and financial sector agenda. These are vital assets that we must pursue in phase 2. Our media and public relations wing must strategize to control the public discourse to ensure successful acquisition of these assets. Over the bona. Nkabo bawa biye wo ba ya phase 2 we. Onum shishi. So bona mene part 1 wo ba fe part 2. So fa ne ka segbe wo ba ya mi fe o ba fe part 2. Ke ba take wo the whole week no ba gbla ne ke Agyapadeɛ na emi wo ba take in wo ba gbla ne ke nke Agyapadeɛ wo fe fitai wo ba gbla ne ke Agyapadeɛ wo lo na emi. Bona I'm in control no fe no wo phase 2 e obana wo nke phase 2 e obana ni bi ababote banking sector na ababote ni bi ami bank say na me chona onko obana fin ke boni ame be na me town na me chon na me control oil and gas, telecommunication, marine and aviation, mining, every single thing. The agenda is to take everything. Is to take everything. Niwo ko ye Ghana especially Ghana me famo bi jibo ni mene mo fon shiki an me ko ona mene me ka me ye ona no na me fio because famo ame wolo ne po ne leak ni wona na no kuma ke ka me teno ni aboy shigbe mini abana kuma ke ka me teno na aboy shigbe nke mini abana bona so mi ke ba ke ochi ne ni oba botemi nle ake kole nye ti ame kume nye kwe ye tui mi ke blofo mi shi ekole waye me kume wanye me kume ni tui ye egbe ame so mi taking time koni gandan be fomo bi nye nu shisho jo bang ona boni nchon nye nu shisho no ni pote ni mene me ame ta wona ame fi ame pata no fe no ye a fite no fe no a pata no fe no ye na fite no fe no ona me kume na fon shi ke ha me ni ama me dwemo na me ka batani no ame pe ama me ito na me ka batani no nke ame pe adwen. But I mean, before back, these are some bold square use the word then. Oh no, Mrs. Beneme. Anyways, nga baba bi o era do wa de chake ofebe ni mene wafe part 1 nke ba part 2 baba oba bote fame kono na in promise in ma Roberta ka o mami ko ka o papa ko so in ma Roberta in promise bobo la ga mi en yo nche no oba bote mi fe nke chemoko no chemoko kema jemoko no kema jemoko bode nchako kwano ni ya no no ni yo wolu emi ene j fiction ni j moko na etachi ni imagine story ko na ma dabi because I may execute le to the letter ni wana radon akofe ebe ni okwemi ngbeji ni tete obobi ashon ko ejomoko no osumo no chon ye shiba mi ofra ne ka wo comment section there nkan yo no fe no ni akewo jeme alo yibo ni ona ye yue monfoni ne amlon ne obanyo ke majemi jeme send mommy voice note ofa ne kan na esejeke 1 minute 2 minutes wogbena ona ke mi nche no because wo fa ye shiba mi ona boni nchon nsmo ni moko no baba ni magmi ke fe na kan ebe fine ona so ka wo fe le kuku e ke manye ni nke mo fe mo no afitaye mi pa bo fai wa so bo mo de 1 minute 2 minutes pe ona boni nchon like I said every video nu wo ba fe obanye ni ojomo chomo aba twa no manye juno afo no ke ye wa yin bye bye
yeah baba it's neat. Them say you want to chop my